You must understand that you possess the power of intervention, the power which enables you to alter the course of your future. You can do this very simply by following the instructions in this video. You are free to choose the concept you will hold of yourself, guys. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this Chapter 11, Interference, the Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. You are free to choose the concept you will accept of yourself. Listen to that. You are free right now. You are absolutely free right now to choose any concept you will accept of yourself. So right now, the concept of yourself, you are accepting that as true. You are accepting that this is the person, unless you change that and you have the privilege of creating a new feeling state right now of a person that you want to be, whether that's a multi-millionaire or somebody that's living comfortably or happy, someone with a great physique, or in a great relationship, somebody in a happily marriage with children, living a fulfilled life. You can accept a new feeling state of the new person that you want to be simply by altering your present concept of self and becoming that person right now and feeling it regardless of your outside circumstances, and fall asleep in the feeling of this new person, and it will happen. All right, so therefore, you possess the power of intervention, the power which enables you to alter the course of your future. The process of rising from your present concept to a higher concept of yourself is the means of all true progress. The higher concept is waiting for you to incarnate in the world of experience. It's waiting for you. You have this privilege right now to create anything that you want. So just decide what it is that you want to be, do, or have, and then become that person regardless of your outside circumstances, and create a scene, come up with affirmations, come up with a script, something that implies that you are already this person, and replay that over and over and over, and just saturate your present consciousness with this new concept, this new version of yourself that you want to be, that has all the things that you want, and then you fall asleep with that. You can work on it through the day with affirmations by just creating this new person intentionally changing your personality, and then falling asleep with that, impressing that in the subconscious mind. And then the subconscious mind, as we know, is impersonal. It only knows what you tell it through your feelings and your concept of self, what you're falling asleep with, who you're falling asleep with. And then it will give it to you. It'll demonstrate that. It'll change your world. It'll change all of your outside 3D world, as we've gone over. It's a hologram. It's just a projection from inside, from your assumptions and your perceptions, and your imagination is God projected from inside of you out into your world. So whatever version you hold of yourself which changes your perception of your world, and that's what changes it. All right, so here's a Bible verse, Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Unto him be glory. All right, so him that is able to do more than you can ask or think is your imagination. Okay, this is part of this Bible phrase, him. Now unto your imagination that is able to do anything abundantly above all that we ask or think. Your imagination is able to do that, okay? And the power that worketh in us is your attention. Your attention. Just like the leaf exercise, you're focusing on that one thing. Or like we've gone over so many times how important your attention is. Okay, so understanding imagination to be him that is able to do all that you ask, and attention to be the power by which you create your world, you can now build your ideal world. By understanding that imagination creates everything, and your attention on your imagination, your attention on what you're trying to create, holding a feeling state, intentionally thinking, intentionally holding your attention on a feeling state is the key to creating anything that you want in your life, is by having the ability to hold your attention on one feeling state and not allowing anything to disrupt that. Okay, because imagination created all. Imagination is God. It is the central figure in the gospel, is your imagination. And that is God. Okay, so, but if you don't have control of your attention fixed on one thing, like your new concept of self, then it's just going to be controlled by your 3D world, and you're not going to be able to control anything that you do. You're not going to be able to change your life. That's why I go over this so many times with your attention, developing your ability to not be distracted by anything and allow yourself to be absorbed and submerged in a feeling state or a thing that you want as already having it, and then press towards that mark, okay? So important, guys. Okay, so that's how you can build your ideal world. Imagine yourself to be the ideal, right here. This is where he goes over it. Imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to this imagined state with your attention. Your attention. Remain attentive to this imagined state. And as fast as you completely feel that you are already this ideal, it will manifest itself as reality in your world. I'm going to read this again because this right here, by developing your attention, knowing that imagination creates your world and anything that you want, imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive with your attention to this imagined state, and as fast as you completely feel that you are already this person or ideal, it will manifest itself as reality in your world. All right, guys, this is so simple, but if you don't have control of your attention, you need to develop that. Work on that, start doing that immediately, because once you have control of your attention and understand, because if you're watching this video, you already have an understanding of how to create. Now it's up to you to develop the attention, your ability to focus on this new feeling state of the ideal person that you want to be. Hold that feeling and it will manifest itself as reality in your world. All right, here. This is John 1:10. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. John 1:10. The mystery hid from the ages, Christ in you. Christ is in you. The mystery hid from the ages, Christ lives in you, the hope of glory. Colossians 1:26-27. The he in the first of these quotations is your imagination. As previously explained, there is only one substance. Yeah, we went over that. This substance is consciousness. It is the only cause substance. It is your imagination which forms this substance into concepts, which concepts are then manifested as conditions, circumstances, and physical objects. Thus, imagination made your world. Imagination made your world. This supreme truth, with but few exceptions, man is not conscious of. The mystery, Christ is in you, referred to in the second quotation, is your imagination, by which your world is molded and created. The hope of glory is your awareness of the ability to rise perpetually to higher levels. The hope of glory is your awareness and knowing that you have this ability to rise and create and manifest anything that you want and perpetually to higher levels. Create anything. You have that ability by understanding this and having a developed attention on the feeling of the person you want to be or the thing you want to have, do, or be. It doesn't, whatever it is, you can create that with your attention steadily focused and understanding that imagination creates everything. Okay, so Christ is not to be found in history, nor in external forms. Christ lives in you. Don't let that take anything away from you. Christ is not to be found in history, nor in external forms. Christ lives in you. You find Christ only when you become aware of the fact that your imagination is the only redemptive power. When this is discovered, the towers of dogma will be heard, the trumpets of truth, and like the walls of Jericho, crumble to dust. All right, guys, that's the end of this chapter, but I'm going to give you a brief recap here of the most important parts that I think that we need to focus on. Okay, right here, this is what I love. Right here, imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to this imagined state, and that's through your attention. Develop your attention, guys. Develop your attention. This is so important. And if you find yourself where you're not able to like absorb yourself in a feeling state for long periods of time, just start shutting off your phone, start shutting off your screens for like an hour or something a day, or shut them down at 8 o'clock at night. Don't do that, and read and meditate, and then gain your attention back and force yourself to start doing these things and building your attention. And then start imagining yourself to be the ideal you dream of. Imagination creates everything. And if you can develop your attention and then create a feeling state and hold your attention on that feeling state, just like the leaf exercise, you can hold your attention on that, remain attentive to this imagined state. And as fast as you completely feel that you are already this ideal, it will manifest itself as reality in your world, guys. All right, guys, I love you guys very much, and I will see you guys in the next video.